Hi there, Matt Spencer here, Jefferson Middle School. A lot of people have been asking for updates on how the STEM program and the robotics class are going here, so I figure the best way for people to understand where we're at now is to understand the journey that got us there. We started this whole program about 4 years ago, and we started with 20 kids. That's about it. We didn't have much. In fact, we had nothing. A lot of people may not remember this, but a number of years ago, Delta City Schools was in a much different financial situation than they are now. Since that time, a lot of events have transpired that have been in our favor, and now we're able to offer a lot of cool stuff here at the middle school to students. If you stick with me for a couple minutes, I'll walk you through some of those programs. Now, it's important to understand we had a lot of help getting where we are now. We're going to be talking with students who have taken the 5th grade STEM class, the 7th grade design and modeling course, as well as current students that are in the 8th grade automation and robotics course. We are always looking for further collaboration, so if you're a local business owner or just a person who'd like to be interested in trying to help us out, we're always interested in hearing from you. My email address is here. Our 5th grade STEM program is our introductory program in which students begin to learn how the engineering process works. It's a lot of hands-on stuff. Students get to learn about the properties of balance and torque. They build a lot of different vehicles in order to test variables to determine what can affect distance and speed. They build paper airplanes, they build mousetrap-powered cars. But one of our most popular and, in my opinion, coolest projects is building bridges. I'll let Briar tell you more about that.
This was an engineering project. We had to design, blueprint, and build a bridge with only using toothpicks and glue. And when we were all finished, we had to wait it until it broke.
How much weight did yours hold?
46 pounds.
How cool is that? Our 7th grade program is known as Design and Modeling. In this program, students work on computer-assisted drawings and they learn how to use 3D printers. They're allowed to print a variety of different materials, and they get a final project in which they need to be assigned a fictional cerebral palsy patient, and that patient has a specific therapy goal that they need to accomplish. The student's goal is to create something in which the patient is performing physical therapy without realizing that they're performing physical therapy. I have Kirsten here, and she's going to explain to us what her group did.
Our final project was for a child who needed therapy for their pincer motion. So we built this toy where they grab the object and they throw it in here, and it helps with their pinch.
In 8th grade, we have a program known as Automation and Robotics. The first thing that students do is they learn the basics of mechanisms and their functions. I have Malin and Alyssa here to give us an overview.
These mechanisms either increase or decrease torque or speed, whether what you want it to do. And they can also change direction or motion.
This is the cam follower, which changes rotary to reciprocating. This is the bevel gear, which changes direction by 90 degrees, and this is the Workman wheel, which has an increase in torque.
Once students have a basic understanding of the mechanisms and how they work, they need to take the information from each one that they built individually and put it all together to create another toy. This time it's a pull toy designed for young children. Isabella here will show us a few examples.
We used our knowledge of those mechanisms to create a pull toy for young children. And these are some of the examples that we built.
What we're working on right now is learning how to code and then take that code and put it together with what we know with mechanisms. The end goal is for students to eventually be able to put something together that actually functions on its own. The class is known as Automation and Robotics. So it's cool that students are able to understand mechanisms, but they need to also be able to make it move on its own.